Let's get this thing going.
Check 1, 2.
The Hip Hop Study Hall podcast with DJ Eakin starts now.
About hip hop.
And I think it needs to be said too, like, I'm not an advocate for anybody losing their job. You got to take care of your family. You got to do whatever. But I also think that there's a proper way, and it's a happy medium, I would say, and it's not going to work for everybody. You know, it's just not, and that's just being a realist. Like, some of us have bigger voices in a room that you're like, you know what, now I feel like I can step to that person, whoever is in the executive seat, right, and be like, yo, like, this is the reason why I come with this, and this is, you know, and then sometimes it's going to go the way that you think, and sometimes it's not. I just think it's a bigger discussion than just, you know, and not into their post, not that their main point was we blame the white executive that's sitting in the big office, but I think it's a bigger conversation than that. You know, I think it's a conversation from how we portray ourselves all the way up to when we have these people that are in these seats that are able to choose or able to help with the campaign and the marketing campaign, that we understand, like, look, man, there's a place for being ratchet. Like, Nicole, you made this point that when I was talking to you too, you were like, yo, like, we were happy that we had Lil' Kim, we had Queen Latifah, you know, you had Foxborough, you had Lauryn Hill, you had, these things are us. Like, we need the city girls. Like, we need them. You understand what I'm saying? But we need Cardi. Like, I don't, and what I hate too, and I'm gonna just voice this out, especially with hip hop, is I hate that we always act like it. And I'm gonna blame the brothers in hip hop, that there can only be one dope female at the top. You know, and I say this all the time. Can you imagine what that tour would have been like if Cardi and Nicki would have been the headliners, like Jay-Z and Justin or Drake and Wayne, and then you would have bought the Lottos, the City Girls, you know, these acts that are coming up, and bought them out with them? Can you see how dope that tour would have been? You know, you got these two headliners, and then everybody else who's coming up, they get to be on that big stage as well, because everybody knows the Nicki and Cardi now. But no, the media, the blogs, and everybody in between, Cardi this, Nicki that. Now we got a full-blown fight. Like, it can't be more than one. Like, that's what makes us, like Bree said, that's what makes us, to me, this is about you guys. This is what makes you guys so special. Is like, we can look across the board and black women come in beauty all across the board. You know, some of y'all got that shut up talking to me hairdo going. You know, because y'all don't always want to be talked to. And I love that hairdo. You know, shut up talking to me. You know, that you gotta love that black woman. And
you're doing it. You're doing it.
I'm doing it. I'm part of the problem.
I'm welcoming people to talk to me, and you're saying I'm not.
No, I mean, you know, and I mean, you know, I think that, like you said, there's different layers to this conversation. You know, I just think it's one that needs to be had and just watched, you know, and watch what we're doing moving forward, because right now is a time, like Bree said, that we can make a lot of moves that are great for us as a people. You know, black voices are a big deal right now. You know, it's not cool right now to say Black Lives Matter, evidently, because I ain't seeing the hashtag as much, but Black lives gotta matter to us all the time. I don't get to take it off.
Yeah.
Sorry. You know, closing thoughts, ladies. I know I've taken up enough of your time, and I appreciate you, you know, of course, taking the time to talk to me about this, because I don't feel like I'm an authority, no way, no how, you know, so I have to bring people that I feel like are living in the authority, and I appreciate you two taking the time. But closing thoughts on this issue, or where we think we should go, or how we can, you know, take steps to getting it to be a better conversation. Nothing. I don't know. Maybe I did a good job of summing it up. I love y'all. I do. I swear I do. You know.
No, you did good. I think it's a very layered discussion, right? Mm-hmm. That we can't really truly dissect in one sitting. I think that the biggest thing about us talking about it is that now people may realize when it's happening a little bit more. So if you see, you know, art, you see videos, you see music, or whatever, you know, the music industry, you know, movies, take the moment to say, like, oh, okay, they actually made a conscious choice to break this stereotype of, like, the dark skinned girl has to be the loud one. No, now in this role, she's the soft one, you know? So just recognizing it when you see it and saying, oh, they did a good job with that. I think we've got to counter this, you know, ridicule this girl who's posting this. She's pointing out a problem, right? But I think it's also important to point out when people are doing a good job and trying to change the narrative. So that's what I'll say as my closing remark.
Bree?
Yeah. I would have to say I agree with everything she said. I think accountability, as well as just, celebrating when people are doing the right thing, it's going to encourage others to stand up and do the right thing. And just, keeping an eye on everything and being in the know of what's going on and keeping a pulse in the entertainment industry, because you can't speak to anything if you don't know what's actually going on. So, those would be my 2 cents. But yeah.
I appreciate you ladies as always. Nikki Hutch, where can they find you online? Other than, your super dope podcast, You're Not Wrong, which I haven't been invited to be on yet because I'm obviously wrong a lot of times. So I haven't been invited there because that place is not a safe space for me.
So am I. You can follow me on the Nikki Hutch on Instagram, but I would love it if you would follow the podcast. It's on Instagram as well at the Not Wrong Pod. And we talk weekly. It's a conversation between a Gen Xer and a millennial about internet culture and the entertainment industry, pop culture, relationships, all types of things, but from a Gen Xer and a millennial standpoint. And I would love it if you guys would take a listen.
I appreciate it. Bree, where can they find you at online?
Absolutely. You can find me on Instagram at Your Girl Bree. I'm also on TikTok trying to stay hip with the kids at Your Girl Bree as well. But yeah, you can keep up with me there.
I appreciate you both, man. This is the Hip Hop Study Hall podcast. Don't forget on YouTube, it's at Hip Hop Study Hall. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. As Jason and Ben tells me weekly, I should be, making sure Buck season is over, so I guess I have to go back to living real life.
Over it.
Yeah, Buck season is over, so I'll take that, man. It's your man DJ Eakin, man. Do follow me across all platforms at DJ Eakin, and shouts out to Radio Influence, my guy Jason, who makes sure things rock every week. This has been the Hip Hop Study Hall podcast, ladies. I appreciate you, and thank you for being so open and candid on such a, I would have to say, a sensitive topic, but I appreciate you both. Thank you. Boom! I know you're trying to get it, all the latest and greatest content from Hip Hop Study Hall, right? You trying to get your hands on that? It's DJ Eakin, man. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, all right? Get the alerts. Hit that subscribe button now.